on Kiss.
Welcome back on the other side. We are now joined by this week's special guest, all the way from Sheffield. It's Loki. Guys, how you doing?
Hello, mate. How you doing? All right?
Not bad. Very well. I'm doing very well. So, guys, how did you come up with the name Loki?
Wow, back in the day. Loki there's a little joke between myself and Ian. God of Mischief, Norse. I don't know, none of us are even Scandinavian, are we?
So. No, let's have it right. We were there, you're bantering a few names about, and you're coming up with a million things, and then we decide we're going to incorporate our names with something topical that we both like. And we were watching The Mask at the time. Jim Carrey, everyone knows it.
Just when it wasn't Teletubbies, then you'd be
really lucky. Yeah, when we called M.I. Dipsy or something.
M.I. Dipsy.
M.I. John Craven from
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunate.
Was one in the mix, actually. That was definitely one in the pot, but in the end we went with the Loki thing. And,
it worked.
Yeah, it went.
Cool.
I think we're both fairly mischievous characters, aren't we? So.
Yep.
I can tell just by your voice that you're
No way.
That was not the voice of a sweet and innocent young boy.
Hard night out in Leeds. So,
so listen, your musical styles is quite different from your normal run-of-the-mill breakbeat. There's a bit of garage influence in it. There's
very
a bit
much.
of kind of dubstep, a little bit off. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Which is why we like it.
No, I think so. Yeah.
What's kind of the history like musically for you guys?
I think we've come from two different directions completely. You know, Matt is definitely more from house, and I'm more from. Well, we both like drum and bass. That's where we came.
I think the jungle thing more than drum and bass.
We had to find
Let's not get
something.
into that argument.
No,
Exactly.
No,
Yeah. Let's not get politically correct on that. But we came together in the middle, and it was somewhere where we met. And I think the problem was with drum and bass that we both found it was getting too fast. And it was just getting a bit mental, and we decided it was better to go back to how it was. You know, around that kind of. Well, we generally do stuff around 140 BPM, that kind of tempo. So it just sat well for us, really. And the fact with breakbeat, there's just so many different styles coming into form breakbeat.
That's it.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing.
But that's the thing. What people do tend to forget is like breakbeat at the end of the day.
It's such a meeting in the middle.
It's just it's the element of the tune.
Yeah,
I
agree.
House 4/4.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have all kinds of
you can have everything.
styles in it.
You can have 4/4 influence. You can have half speed influence. You can have breakbeats. You can have whatever you want thrown in the middle, and it kind of brings it all together. Which is, neither of us were massively into or didn't really know much about breaks before we started making it. It's just the perfect medium.
It's probably the best way to came from a completely,
absolutely
untarnished viewpoint for it.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's helped as well with meeting certain people that we're not so starstruck. Because you don't necessarily come from that background and stuff. But that's been good. In meeting various people, and that's moved us on.
I agree.
So you've got your own label,
we have
recordings. So give us a little bit of history behind the label.
Well, we set the label up really. I think it was in order for us to put out our stuff without tainting it. So we had that medium to put it out without having to conform it to a sound that was necessarily what another label wanted to put out.
The mainstream kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And it allowed us to, as artists, develop our sound. There's always been dub influence. There's always been half speed. There's always been that jungle influence coming in.
Yeah.
And definitely when we started putting the music out, a lot of the other breaks labels were maybe moving away from that, so to speak. So it just allowed us to develop ourselves, I think. And, it's been a big learning curve, I think. You'd agree.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Especially running a label, that's a right
it's massive.
It is, yeah, because it was never the intention at the beginning, like you said. Well, he didn't necessarily say, but I mean, it was originally artists, and this came about, and since then we've started to look at things in a different light. Like, people sending us CDs, and before it had just been, it's a great tune to play. But now I'm thinking, do I want to sign it? And what can they,
musically, you got total freedom of it.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah. So what's the future for you guys and for the label?
Future for the label? Well, at the moment we've just been recording our album at the moment, which is good, which we're looking at putting out early next year.
M.I. Loki album.
Yeah, M.I. Loki album, sorry, yeah. And we've started a night under the label now as well, up in Sheffield, which has been going really well. We've done 3 months now. It's kind of really nice. We're bringing together a lot of the influences that we've had for the label, which is good. We've had some wicked guests come up. We've had Sharp and Dance.
Rezo.
We had...
yeah, we just played a Rezo tune a couple of tunes ago, yeah. I mean, him, for me,
he's killing it. There's no to it.
He's sitting right in the middle for me, you know, and he equally loves his breaks as much as he likes the dubstep sound, and it's just right for us, just sits perfect.
Yeah,
so.
I agree, yeah, and then we had 30 Hertz last month as well, and, you know, that was absolutely wicked, which crossed over with my birthday, so I don't remember much.
It was up to me to run that one, but...
You just find out on YouTube the next couple of weeks what happened. It's best way to find out what happened now.
There's going to be a few little things. But yeah, it's been a big year for the label ever since the Breaks Ball thing as well, you know, I think...
of course, because you guys won the Breakthrough Label.
Breakthrough Label, yeah, so, which was a massive
going
job.
Going for best label this year?
I don't know, we've done enough.
Us not.
I don't know, we've done enough this year, but I mean, you know, that was an amazing achievement, and we genuinely didn't expect anything like that.
I agree, so it was a big shock when it came out. For me more than you.
Well, we were so drunk at the time, all Matt could muster up the words to say was Magnus when Annie passed him the microphone. So he's known as the Magnus man. But equally, you know, if they want to sponsor us in any way, then
this is my address.
Yeah, you can bring it in. I prefer
Pear to Apple.
Yeah, that's it.
I think most people in Fabric heard it as madness, though, so I got away with it, fortunately.
Oh,
good call. So listen, before we get you guys on the mix, because we're dying to hear some of the new bits and pieces that you got, I want to plug your MySpace or web address.
Yeah, the website is www.trickster-recordings.com, and that at the moment links you back through to our MySpace, but the full website's under construction, and the MySpace for MI Loki is surprisingly myspace.com/MI-Loki,
and that's
MILOKI. Yeah.
No dots.
No dots.
No.
Forget the dots.
Forget the dots.
Like dots.
Yeah.
Feel free to pronounce it however you want. Milorca.
Nice one, guys. This is a pleasure to have you down.
Wicked, man.
We're
Thank
just
you.
going to get you behind the decks and hear some beats.
Lovely stuff.
Nice.
Will do.
Looking forward to it.
MI Loki.